Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this makeup look. It's very soft, it's very subtle, very girly and pretty. To achieve this look, I use the AVON eyeshadow quad in the color Romantic Mauves. It's all different shades of pink, light, dark, and the like. So yeah, if you want to learn how to achieve this look, please keep watching. Okay, so first I am applying my foundation, and in this video I am using the Almay Line Smoothing Makeup in two different shades. Now I actually am a combination of the Ivory in 120 and Neutral 220. So I am basically applying this all over my face and making sure that each section of my face has both colors. It's a cute look, don't you think? I like this look, well, I like this foundation because it's very light. Typically I use a fuller coverage, the Revlon Color Stay, but because this is a daytime look, I am using the lighter coverage. Now to blend it all in, I'm using the AVON bronzer brush. I used to use a foundation brush, the ones that look kind of like a paintbrush, but I found that they were actually really difficult to clean, so I started using the bronzer brush with the flat top, and it's much easier to use, so I'm really happy with it. So now I'm using the Wet n Wild CoverAll Coverstick for my concealer. I'm applying this anywhere I have any hyperpigmentation, any scarring from acne, or any redness. I do use a little bit of it under my eyes and my bags, even though I use like an eye concealer, just because I like the fuller coverage. And now to blend this in, I am using just your standard foundation brush, basically what I was talking about before, just to blend this all in. So now I'm using the NYX HD Concealer for my under eyes, and this is going to serve as a highlight. This is in the color CW01 Porcelain. It is the lightest they have, and I am applying this under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, some in my forehead, on my chin, and on the bottoms of my cheeks. Now, if you have a larger forehead, you're going to want to put a little bit less highlight on your forehead, and it just contrary, if you have a smaller forehead, you're going to want to put more. And I'm blending that in with a blending sponge. This I just picked up at the drugstore, very easy to find, and I love it. It gives you a little bit more of a softer finish rather than using a brush, which would give you a different kind of finish. Okay, so now I am taking the AVON Smooth Minerals powder to set my concealer. This is in the shade M02 Soft Ivory, and the brush that I am using is an e.l.f. brush. It is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, and I'm just taking that powder and blending it all under my eyes. I don't use it to set the concealer on my forehead, on my nose, or on my chin, just under my eyes. And now I'm taking the AVON Smooth Minerals bronzing powder, and I'm going to use this with the e.l.f. powder brush and just kind of dab it in and mix it, blending it all in my cheekbone area and on my forehead as well. Now, if this was, you know, a nighttime look, a little bit more dramatic, I would use a contour shade, but because this is a daytime look, I am only using bronzer. I also use it on the same concealer brush for a little bit under my eyes, only because I felt like there was too much highlight going on there. I felt it looked kind of weird. Now I'm just going to be putting it on the sides of my nose as well. Nothing crazy, like not a very strong contour line, just a little bit to balance out the highlight. Okay, so now we're moving on to eyebrows. Now this eyebrow palette, it's not even an eyebrow palette, this eyeshadow palette, I picked up at just a regular department store. It's not a makeup store, it's like a no brand palette. It has a bunch of different colors in it. I don't even believe they sell it anymore. I do have to double check, but if they do, I will definitely link it in the description bar below. And I'm using the AVON dual-ended eyeliner brush. This has an angled eyeliner brush on one side and a small concealer brush on the other side. Now, when I do my eyebrows, I like to do a darker shade on the ends, which is what I'm doing now, and then work into the middle with a lighter shade. And that's only because if I did a full dark shade all the way to the middle, it would feel like I would start to look like I have a unibrow, and that's definitely not a good look. And here I am using the light shade in the middle. I start on the outsides with a darker brown, not dark, but a brown shade, and then work my way in the middle with a light, sort of blonde shade. So now I'm priming my eyes with the AVON eyeshadow primer, and I'm just kind of patting that out all over my eyelid. Oh, I realized I forgot to apply my blush. So I am using the Almay Wake Up Palette Blush Highlighter Duo in the color Pink. And I am using an angled blush brush from AVON. And I'm applying that to the apples of my cheeks and blending it out to the sides of my face. So now I'm going to be doing my eyeshadow. Now, this palette is also from AVON. It is the TrueColor eyeshadow quad in the color Romantic Mauves. It provides a guide for you. Each shade is labeled 1 through 4, and on the back of the palette, it will tell you where you should be applying each color. So the first shade, the lightest, shade number 1, we're going to be applying on the brow bone just to highlight. It's a light pink color. And I'm using an e.l.f. blending brush. Then we are taking shade number 2, which is more of a mauve color, and just applying that all over the lid. Now I'm taking shade number 3, an even darker color, and applying that all into my crease. Don't worry if you apply a little bit too much product in there, we're always going to blend it out later. So as long as you don't apply crazy amounts, you should be okay. So now I'm applying shade number 4, which is a dark, almost purple shade into the outer corners of my eye, and just trying my best not to apply too much powder. Now I'm going to be taking the AVON crease brush, and I'm going to blend all of that color through. You can see what I'm saying with the blending. You really don't need to worry about applying too much product unless you have, you know, a huge pile of eyeshadow on your eye. you don't really need to worry about it because we're gonna blend significantly. Okay, so now I am using the NYC liquid eyeliner. It is waterproof eyeliner in the color Brown Black. I love this eyeliner. It is super affordable and it really does not come off for anything. Don't mind me, I'm looking at a compact mirror outside of the frame just to get a closer look. We're not really gonna do too much of a wing on this look. It's because it's more of a daytime look, just gonna be a really small, slight wing. And how I do my eyeliner is to continue the lash line out as you know, as long as you like, and then I work on the actual lash line itself. I apply the liquid liner there, and then I connect it to the little wing that we created first. I do like to start, when I do my lid with the liner, I do like to start in the middle, work my way out, and then from the middle, work my way in. Next, we are going to be applying mascara to the top lash line, and this is the AVON Big and Daring in the color Black. Now, I love this mascara because of the wire brush. It gives you really, really good coverage on those lashes and comes out really full. And it's also curved, so it kind of works with your actual lash line. Now I'm going to line the lower lash line with L'Oreal Infallible in the color Carbon Black. Now it's really important that when you apply this, you don't exactly pull down your eye. However, you can just, you know, rest your finger on the area underneath your eye, and it'll kind of pop that lash line out so you can apply the liner. You definitely don't want to tug on it because as you get older, it is just not cute. Okay, so now that the liner is in place, we're going to be applying mascara to the lower lashes. This is AVON Super Extend Winged Out Mascara, and just going to be applying a little bit to those lower lashes. This is the color Black, by the way. Okay, so now onto the lips. I am lining my lips with Wet n Wild Color Icon in the color Plumberry 715. And now for the lip gloss itself, I will be using another AVON palette. This is the Color Fold Up palette. It comes with eye colors, blush, and lip gloss as well. We're using a combination of a pink color and also a light mauve color, and just applying that with the AVON lip brush. As you can see, don't mind my cat. So you have the mauve on the bottom and that pink third up. And that's it. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions on the products that I've used or any techniques that I did, or if you tried it yourself and you'd like to show me how it looks, please comment below and don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you next time.